Behold, my garden, in which I grow my fox, and I have none. I think that's how it said. Alright. Stage is gonna be me doing stuff for 7.35. But for still Hildibrand, which is 2 quests, and then I'll do right, let's go. Time to go to hard boiled. If it isn't in Drac'to, being keeping yourself sharp by. Trust. Sharp as a razor. Reasonably. Good to hear. In all line of work, you've got to stay in peak condition and be ready for anything. In any case, you picked a good cut. In any case, you picked a great time to come by. I've managed to recover some more data and learned about another experimental subject. Uh-oh. I dare say that's the cue for us to lend our investigating skills once more. I dare say. It seems the crime had his soul put into the body of a cat. Antelope. Hello. Hello. It seems this crime had Hello, that's a two-legged wolf. In case you weren't familiar. Prior to that, the man was a notorious vandal who went around causing wanton destruction, target everything from shops to government facilities. Don't have any grand motive, was all for the thrills of it. A real piece of work. Like that sticky-fingered Cyclops. But odds are he's up to his old antics in his new body and is a pawn of mysterious research. Such a fiend, wreaking havoc in a densely populated area, would swiftly attract attention. If our wolfman was to make mischief, I expected it would be somewhere outside this city. Huh. Not half bad reasoning for a soft-boiled dope. As you say, the fiend's likely to strike places outside of Solution 9. You don't have any leads beyond that, though, so I've a mind to pay one of my trusted sources a visit. Amord's his name, and his business is known. Ever big buggier else. Every bugger else. Come on. It ought to be at his usual spot nearby. Paimon? Does that... Maimond? Does that not remind me of our friend Waimond? Does it? Do you suppose we'll get to meet your Aman too? Alright, let's do this. I am distracted by emails and stuff right now. No, that's too frilly. We'll just stay with the axe form. That is my Mond. Let's see if let's see if he knows anything about the fiend with a appetite for destruction. Good gods, he looks exactly like Waimond. Core, he does. He could be a clone of Waimond. I've never seen something like it except for the time Mr. Poo Poo made all those clones of the Spectre. Ain't often I see you with company, detective. What could I do for today? A thrill-seeking vandal in the body of a fiend sounds like a recipe for trouble, alright? Now, can't say as I've tried any talk of vandalism, either in or around Everkeep. But there's a hunter who caught sight of a solitary that thing near the barrier. Recently, it went into Vanguard and didn't come back out. So he assumed it went to Shalone. What struck him the most, though, was the queer way it moved. Seemed more man than beast, he said. Alhilos are fiercely territorial that lies in the parks. That lives in packs. This lone wolf's our vandal. I'd register my gun on it. We'll head to Shalona right away. Thanks for the lead, Maimon. It's truly uncanny. Indeed, the resemblance you bear to my friend. His name is Wymon, and in formation is his stock in trade as well. Not only do we look familiar face and name, but you're in the same business asides. Well, bugger me with a lightning rod. You know, you look rather like the detective yourself, only you're either younger or have better skincare regiment. Your brother or something? Ridiculous. Detective Hardboiled and I are the least bit alike. Damn right, don't compare me to this is printing ninny. Alright. Don't mean to ruffle your feathers. When you laugh, something about you reminds me of the detective's assistance takes me back, it does. We should get going. Let's gather in front of the Vanguard before heading to Shalone. The wolf fiend is adorable. Well, with their spiky leg armor and giant sword, do you think we can keep scratching on the behind the? We chanced to see the cow hollow en route here. They were rather endearing appearance, I must say. This will be my first time beyond the barrier. Wonder if I can find a quiet bar that doesn't water down its drinks. Ah, Inspector, you're all glowy tingly. Must be the lightning around the round I hit you with. The after effects can linger as well, I'm afraid. No need for concern. Far from causing discomfort, the lightning appears to improve my circulation. I feel healer and I have in recent memory. You really are not Bo. I must say, Detective, I haven't expected your heart and self to suffer from an fear of insects. And such adorable one, too. Ooh. And they're not just insects, they're Ooclopses, bearers of death and disease. Get a hold of yourself now, an egg. Oh, see an egg. You fool! You didn't bring any! Not a single one! Damn it all! Oh dear. Never have I seen in such a severe case of egg withdrawal. Think you could boil this to the good detective's liking? He needs it horrible, though. Let's go with 12 minutes. That's my gut feeling. This isn't another trick, is it? Bruh, I'll chance it. The lecture of the York firm and assured, no untested, but not breaking down by the weight of the world, the essence of survival. You're a man that knows the score, Drac'to. I'm glad to have you at my back. Looks like you boys are just right. Well done. At any rate, I feel like myself again. Appreciate it, Drac'to. I have every confidence you who could aid the good detective, my dear assistant. Come, let us continue now. Wherever I go, I always made sure to bring fruit with me. After all, one can't investigate on an empty stomach. The landscape is reminiscent of third land, is it not? I put it in mind of my youth, though I trained by running through the wilds and miscarrying a chocobo on my shoulders. So this is the outside world. It's gonna take some getting used to. And being under the sky without limits. Right. We should begin by talking to the locals. That's a town I see over there. This Szechuan Springs, eh? As good a place as any. Come on, let's go. And an old-fashioned place, this, but it's got a ruggedness that speaks to me. A man could get used to it. Anyways, let's split up and ask around see if there's been any acts of vandalism in these parts. You learn something, you come and tell me. Anyways, let's split up and speak again. Anyways, let's split up and ask around, see if there's been any act of vandalism in these parts. You learned something, you come and tell me. I am distracted by work again. I didn't read that. I should have read that. I'm sorry. Vandalism? Don't get me started. Some miscreant busted up some of our drilling equipment. I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into keeping everything running, so it had me seeing red. Ceruleum's our livelihood, so the prospector can't possibly be a local. It's an outsider, mark my word. Oh yes, I heard the barn. I heard the barn was destroyed the other day, smashed to pieces. By all accounts. Why would anyone do such a senseless thing? As a matter of fact, there's been a spar of vandalism targeting barns and equipment. The culprit strikes when and no one's around and leaves no trace, so we don't have much as a lead. Baffling as we are, we posted a generous bounty information and welcome to, of course, so if you see anything suspicious activity, be sure to let us know. Hey, managed to learn anything? We heard much the same. Our vandal's been busy. By the by, have you seen Nashu? I'm not sure where she's gone. You serious? Don't. How can you not know where your assistant is? We better split up and find her. We know it's you, you admit it. You've just admitted already. Oh, hello there, Drac'to. I could use a little help. I say, Nashu, have you been making new friends? Oh, you and all the chaos she's been sowing too, no doubt. Whatever do you mean? Don't play the fool. We saw her polishing those bombs. That's right. She's the one blowing things up. We're taking her in and collecting the bounty. For the umpteenth time, they're not bombs, they're medicine. Yeah, very. Though they look and indeed explode like bombs, they are in fact a potent restoratives. My assistant is not vandal, you see. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Exploding medicine, huh? Let's all Take a deep breath now. But no need to get so hot and bothered. We can talk this through. Resolve things peacefully. I don't know who you are, but we're done talking here. He's a vandal and that's that. You'll stand aside if you know what's good for you. If you're not willing to be civil, then we'll have to settle this the old-fashioned way. Detective Wade, I am empathetically opposed to violence. I must insist that we resolve this in a gentlemanly manner. These kids won't know a gentleman if he shot him in the rear. Don't waste your breath. Yeah, you asked for it, old man. You want a duel? I'll give you a duel. Just remember that you had other options, and now we're going to need witnesses, so let's take it elsewhere. Don't worry, your little head. It ain't to the death. Ah, shit. I'm at ease, though I am with the Detective Hardboyer's chosen approach. It seems we must defer to him. He puts up with a brave face, but he's nervous. Watch the eyes, so rush to finish it. Is that a red smudge? Had himself some poached eggs. Luther? And tomato sauce. Smothered in tomato sauce, didn't you? A soft choice for a soft bastard. Not the least faced. Hard recognizes hard. And I can tell. You're a man who's been to hell and back. Even I could learn a thing or two from you. Whoa, you kidding me? All this horse over you? And you having a snooze? Huh. You've got moxie, dollface. Just like her. Sweet dream. Dream sweet dreams now. Still charged with lightning, huh? Impressive in its own way. But never mind the for now. I've got a job to do. An old-fashioned firearm, like most carrying these parts. Watch the barrel. Dodge the bullet. Luscious locks from a roughneck. Don't know what fancy hair treatment you use, sweet prince, but a bar of soap is all I need. What the hell is going on? I've seen enough. There's one in the bag. This one's in the bag. I want that gun. I really want that gun. Piss on the old law. As long as you win, it doesn't matter now. Damn Matrix. Who the hell are you? What's going on here? That's the way of it. No lethal round, but non-lethal rounds. Oh no, the law forbids dueling in town. As such, this will be a treated as an illegal gunfight, and the guilt falls on the side that drove first. You lot are coming with me. Now, seems this all began when they saw the lady with what looks like bombs, and assuming she was the vandal. While you don't strike me as a miscreant, I'd like to examine the object of a good measure. That I must say it does look like a bomb. A understandable, if unfortunate misunderstanding despite its worrisome appearance. I assure you, good sir, this is a bespoke medicine that rejuvenates me when I am feeling poorly. That was a bit stronger than usual, wasn't it? That's a bomb, or I was born yesterday. I feel like a new man. 'Tis as if I could walk on a cloud. Enough of this hogwash. While this alone doesn't prove she's the vandal, then we're going to keep her in jailhouse till we know more. Are meals served at the jailhouse? Well, that they are. See ya. See you. What is a weird kind of event? I'll come for you, Nashu. I'll find the true criminal and clear your good name. That I swear. And there's the real criminal. He smirks. That is a long one. I basically stretched it out because I kept getting calls and doing other things. Why did it have to be an Oglops? Can't bear to imagine sweet, innocent Nashu behind bars. We must apprehend the true criminal and secure her release post-haste. Sweet and innocent ain't words I use to describe a bomb-toting aim. But setting that aside, we know who we're after. We just need to track him down. A number of residents report having sighted an unusual wolf-like fiend. A number of residents report having sighted an unusual wolf-like fiend apparently, and it has appeared near a settlement called the Lure. Lure them in your trousers. It's Luwatani Yao Walzai. You need to clean the wax out of your ears. Yeah, that's what I meant. Luwati in Yao Washa. Come on, let's see what we can find out there. Na. Da. There we go. I think that's how I do it. I'm Boba, the vet. Alright, where do I go? Right. Right. Let's question the locals about the Wolfman sighting. Should be straightforward enough, so we'll all stay together this time. Just say the word and we'll start. We'll get started. The word. Ready, lead the way. I need my noir. I had an investigation noir alpha before, but I just don't have it now. That would have been fun. My mother used to roast whole Neotigus in a giant oven. She was particular to the bills for the flavor, but I found them a little tough. That had no bearing on my own toughness, mind you. Wooden ovens. Unheard of in Ocean 9. We do all our cooking with electric appliances. That said, the smoke might give eggs a nice flavor. I'd have to look into it when I get the chance. I say it alright. A wolf-like fiend I've never seen before. It might off with a sack of vegetables we just harvested. 'Twould seem our fugitive was famished. Being a wolf, however, wouldn't it not hunt for its own food? Whatever it is now, it used to be a man. Wouldn't be odd if it eats like one. And if it isn't even keen on hunting, it'd likely keep it close to settlements for its meals. The motif on these dwellings is simple yet elegant. I expect Father would appreciate the artistry. He isn't here, is he? You can see the resemblance between the homes here and those in the outskirts. Was a real surprise when our worlds merged 30 years ago. I was just a greenhorn then, and she's still... Never mind. What I say wasn't a wolf fiend, but an adorable little critter. It kept squirming at me as if it was trying to say something. Oh ho! I dare say this is a promising lead. I have it! This creature is a minion of a vandalous wolfman. You and your soft-boiled guesses. I've heard about strange squealing creatures in XIV, but I doubt it has anything to do with our case. wolf-like fiend? I've seen in the south of here, but folks avoid the area because the Lanlumuchipia territory, but I go there to gather cactus. The past few days I saw a creature headed towards the gorge. Even the Lanya Upuya gives it a white birth, so it must be a dangerous indeed. Our fugitive may be holed up in the gorge. Come on, let's go take a look. Is that a lingering cow pie? The Kakukilos doesn't seem to be here right now, but this is definitely where it lays its head. I can feel it. Let's split up and search for clues. If you turn up anything you can, and you come and tell me. The liquor bottle has long since been drained to the last drop. Perhaps it was purloined by fugitives. Crude words have been scrawled on the piece of paper. An oglop loiter rose up nearby as if regarding the paper fun new. The oglop scurries off, leaving you to devote your attention to the paper. Which appears to contain diary entries written by the fugitive. The sack is native of vegetables, likely those with it, which the fugitive took from the Luatiatawasha. There does not appear to be any more clue in the vicinity. Hardboiled would like to take a stock of your discoveries. I found this empty liquor bottle. What about you? The liquor bottle, sack of product, piece of paper. Good work, Drac'to. Good work, Drac'to. The bottle and the product would have been taken from Luwatiniyawasha. So, as for the piece of paper... These are diary entries. I'll read them out. Another good day's destructive. I reduced the bond to a rubble. In moments we'll find anyone was the wiser. My newfound strength is truly astonishing. The researcher contacted me. He wants me to put in a big show and will provide barrels of cerulean for the job. This is going to be my tour de force. So, it was as if we suspected. Looks like a thriving thieving Cyclops, the vandalizing in Kula Hilo is working for the researcher. But I must say, if he leaves incriminating evidence out in the open where enterprising agents of inquiry can easily find, It's rather careless, is it not? When he was apprehended as a man, he'd left a diary of his misdeeds lying around, served as incontrovertible proof of his guilt. To do it again, however, knowing full well how it led to his downfall, perhaps he has some sort of clever design of, or perhaps... he's just an idiot. At any rate, if our fugitive has barrels of ceruleum at his disposal, then we must exercise the utmost caution. The tiniest spark can cause an explosion to dwarf even Nashu's delight. So I ask you, refrain from using your gun. My gun most versatile than you think. It's capable of converting the lightning it absorbs to other kinds of energy. With a flick of a switch, it can shoot fire and water rounds as well. If I pull some, if pull comes to shove, I give the wanton wolfman a hosing down. Well now, that is a marvelous gadget indeed. Let be that it as it may, I remain firmly opposed to violence in all forms and elemental aspects. Solving cases in a manner befitting a gentleman such as the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Soft to the core. If you who didn't harden up, you'll make the same mistake I did. As a rule, I don't talk about my past, but if there was ever a time to break that rule, now would be it. I used to have an assistant too. She was a lot like your own Nashu, a real sweetheart. But she's gone now, killed by the crime king because of me, because I was too soft. The crime king's descent from a line of mages. Carleon's his real name, and he can wield powerful magic with a whisper, or the word, and a flick of the wrist. Didn't have to rely on fancy gadgets like ordinary folk. We had him at our mercy, me and my assistant, but then he started spinning a sob story, and like a half-boiled milksop, I lowered my gun. That was all the opening Carleon needed. He's cast a spell before I could blink, and I would have died where I stood if my assistant had leapt in the way. She wasn't wearing a regular tub because she was following my lead. I killed her as much as he did. That such a thing should have happened. I was able to catch Carleon soon after that, but now the bastard's at large again, in a fiend's body. When you deal with villains, you cannot afford to be soft. One day you or someone dear to you will pay for it. Now then, we've confirmed the vandals here, but that is it that the researcher wants to achieve with this destructive spree. Well, first things first, we need to alert Duskwatch. We'll want to be ready when the vandal strikes next. You know where to find him? Hashatane. Right, let's head over there. I think the detective has suffered such a terrible tragedy. I struggle to find the words. Just be your usual gentlemanly self. You're right, my friend. As ever, I shall endeavor to be true to myself. I am Japanese Goblin. You must try. You must try, Crunch. These tacos, Munch. Absolutely worth, Crunch. Incarceration, Munch. Where's the others? Stay strong, Nashu. Should you be free, soon you will be free. This taco crunch is amazing, Munch. Ah, it's you lot. What is it? Well, I'll be damned. Just a moment ago, we received a message from someone claiming to be the Vandal. They've declared that the train is theirs next target. I was about to dismiss it as a prank, but having heard your report, I'm inclined to believe the threat is real. And we must go to the Shalona station right away. Indeed. I'd gather my men and hurry there. As for Nashu, could be best if she remains here for now, I think. Detective, keenly though I feel for your loss, I must reiterate my staunch opposition to violence. Whatever may await us, I believe that we must strive for the gentlemanly resolution. The Vandal. The Vandal. The Vandal never used to announce this target. It reeks like a rotten egg. Thank goodness you're here. Please, you can't let the fiends destroy the train. We're on it. Get somewhere safe. It's this, detective. Over there, they in distress. Not enough power. Yeah, of all the timing to be a mischarge. Out of charge. Give a man a fright, did you? Hold it right there. Try anything funny and I'll torch this barrels. You're filled the brim with ceruleum. Enough to blow up us all sky high. There's nothing you can do, so just relax and enjoy the, huh? Wait! We must extinguish the fire! The hell do you think you're doing? I must stop the runaway wolf train! I'm afraid he is declined to stop. They're coming back. They're headed straight for the engine. Damn it, if only I could use my gun. You can get a noir outfit for the next one. Wait a minute. That's dumb. That's so dumb. A Mandeville man and his electrifying handstand. What a shot! Truly electrifying. You did good, Softy. You did good. You as well, Detective. You as well. Thought I was done for. I owe you my life. So you don't know anything else? I'm afraid not. I was only doing it as I was told. Then the researcher's true objective remains a mystery. The chaos and destruction cannot all be for its own sake, can it? If you have learned your lesson, then I suggest you surrender yourself to the Dusk Watch. You will be safely in their care and receive regular meals and besides. Alright, I'll go quietly. Apologies for the delay. I see that you have the situation well in hand. So this fiend was behind the destruction. We're grateful for your help. Despite appearances, he is an ordinary man, so treat him like one, eh? That's so. Understood, he'll be treated with due dignity. You're too soft. You're too soft, hard-boiled, as you always were. He's the Terminator! I wasn't expecting as interruption as so soon. No matter, the commotion has drawn you all here as intended. You're Carnelian. The villain disguised himself as one of my men, knocked me out. Not the rest, I believe you know. It seems Carnelian's also working for the researcher. This was just a diversion. What's the bastard's game? Let's head back to Hasatiwa for now. We have to set your friend free after all. My man can clean up things here. Right. Let's get the lady out of her cell. Oh, not you. Such an ordeal that must have been. Ah, yes, the hors d'oeuvres. Those were quite tasty. Sheriff, we have a situation. A large shipment of cerulean has been stolen from the Sashen Sawazi. What? It appears the thief struck while we were dealing with the trouble at the station. That was the true target. First Electro, then cerulean. What does he mean for all this resources for? As for Carnelian, he wasn't the sort to do someone else's bidding. You can bet he's got his own angle. No matter what it is, I won't rest till justice has been served. Next time, my gun will be ready. Know something about these things by the sound of it? So this extends beyond Sciolone. Even if we have out of the manpower, the Dusk Watch can't go traipsing around in other jurisdiction. So I think it'd be best if we left the matter at your hands. Yeah. You can leave it to... There's Hildibrand! Agent in Inquiry! Inspector Extraordinaire! I swear to you, good sheriff, that I shall find and apprehend the villain with grace and non-violent finesse. We'll be grateful. Naturally, my men and I will conduct a thorough investigation in Sciolone. If we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know. Come on, let's head back to Solution 9. I could use a hard-boiled egg right about now. Maybe even 2. The Solution 9! seems the inspector was a hero yet again. He never fails to raise the now that my knowledge charge is spent, I feel somehow lackluster. Oh, I don't mind it out in the wilds, but for this sentimental old fool, nothing beats this neon-lit city. Now I'll get back to work on the storage device. Check it if from time to time, it's in case I've found us a new lead. Meanwhile, let us continue along on our line of inquiry. Ha ha! Pray do not blame yourself for my assistant. For your assistant detective, the fault most assuredly lies not with you. What would a soft-boiled dope know? Just take care of your own, eh? Na 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 na. I'm pretty sure the researcher will turn out to be the other Nashu. Excellent. Soon the plan will come to fruition. Kakito Kakaniloka's achievement will be meaningless next to what the heavens have gifted me. You fugitives have served me well indeed. So hard-boiled. And you me. Curious about my gun, are you? Now, come now, no need to be shy. He's a Mold Python Maximum lifted with a custom short barrel. Fitted. Even when made of electrodes, she can convert lightning charge to fire rounds and other elements. The double action trigger means she's fast as you. She's as fast as you are. And ambidextrous safety means she's at home in both hands. The ventricular ribs help keep her cool and reduced, and risk of malfunction when things really heat up. The coil spring guide's rod takes the edge from her tamper, while the extra long ejector rod houses servers too. I like it. Are you getting sleepy? Because I am. Let's call it a day, shall we? Deliberate shift downwards to show your cleavage and Asher. That's a crab with a tumbleweed. I don't have anything in particular to say about my Malka-Emi tools. Till next time. See you, Inspector. Slap that knee. Call it silly. Alrighty. Now for part 2 of this stream. Here we go. The Tuliolol. Tulilololololol. Oh, I'm... Okay, what was I... Which one am I trying? I already got Leatherworks. Oh, I was doing weaving. Weaver! I am not reading all of this. Oh, maybe I should. I see. So you travel far and wide, aiding others in myriad ways, and in some do you earn your keep? Oh, this is a hell of a quest line. I'm not reading any of this. Holy shit, there's... Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one. And I'm gonna just do the beast traps off stream. Because this was gonna take a while. I don't want to do all that. I already did a long other thing and I'm getting tired. Well, if it isn't Drac'to, I got that. Well, if it isn't Drac'to, tell me, do you have a moment? Creature carcasses have been turning up one after another in Shalone, and we need to figure out why. We are prepared to launch an investigation, but then we receive this. A distinctive style, to be sure, but it undoubtedly a mark bill, no less peculiar than the client who delivered it. Either too small for a Satoro and yet too furry to be a Lalafell. Whatever distant land they hail from, I doubt I've ever heard of it. I feel like I've seen a bill like this before. So you've handled a request like this previously? I'd be damned. Lately there's been sightings of large beasts roaming the plain, which we believe it's responsible for the rash of carcasses. From what I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted in this bill. To be frank, we'd all rest easier if one who helped fell Vagramandia were the one to take this on. You lend us your strength. I've yearned for a good hunt. Oh, I have a feeling it'd be one to remember. Now, the client should have all the details you need to get started. No doubt, they've been eagerly awaiting a skilled hunter to take on this task. They should be hanging about the tavern in Hasatawa. I expect you'll be no trouble to find them. First I'm gonna get to the Palico, and then I need to use the rest. Sorry about that. Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm gonna get in front of the destination. Is that that's not a chocobo. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Let's stand here. Get fantasy. Yeah. Go use the restroom of Europe. Bathroom used. I'm gonna be a twin blade user. Even though I usually, as you guys saw, or people who know, I'm a charge blade user. Oh, there he is. There's the Palico. Oh god, why are you wearing that in this hot weather? Where's your hunter friend? Been a while, my friend. Yes, I am the Felix who put out the poster on the monster. Are you a hunter? Meowster, what is that? Oh, I see. You met one of my kin before, haven't you? I haven't realized other Phoenix have ventured this far parts. Damn it! It should have been the same guy. Putting aside that, but putting that aside, I've been searching for capable hunters to aid me in my quest. Can I count you as your answer? Wonderful. You don't seem to have a grand hub of hunters in this land, so I was beginning to lose hope. I'd find myself. Ah, I'd better begin by telling you how I arrived here. It's related to our mark, you understand? The mark is in question, none other than Guardian Arkfeld. The creature normally resides in the Forbidden Land. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating its territory when a spider-like thing appears as if out of nowhere. Before we could make heads or tails of the thing, a cocoon nearby burst open, and from it emerged a newborn Arkfeld. The two then began to clash in a furious battle for supremacy. So the battle came to an head. A mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. Before we knew it, the Guardian had disappeared without a trace. And then all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in this land of parole. Oddly enough, the invader spoke just moments before the flash. I think it said program loop upgrade? I had no idea what that means, but I guess it has to do with why I'm here. I was searching for my new home with my companion when I learned that a Guardian and Arkfeld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it was best that I recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the land, to the wilds. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we better get started. I'm sure this goes without saying, but when tracking prey, it's important to know what signs to look for. Every creature leaves its own unique trail. Guardian Arkfeld make distinctive tracks are its white coat and scales, as well as the chain-like tendrils on its forelimbs, which it can extend and then retract at at will to bind its prey. If it does slice you to pieces first. If it doesn't, I mean. Whatever ground the beast treads, it's certain to leave behind marks from dragging its tendrils. From what I've heard, it's sighted in the area north of here called Yatanai. Let's see if we can find signs of its passage. I'm regrettably unfamiliar with the creature, with the monsters in these parts, so I hope you don't mind taking the lead on our search. Right, I'm gonna bring out Noticed there was quite a few people in the town carrying certain curious weapons. I take such folks for hunting at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that catch folks up to no good. The Dust Guard, I think they're called? A hunter for my land are no stranger for capturing the crows either. You know, we use shock or pitfall traps to immobilize a beast, and then unleash a barrel of tranquilizing bombs and put them to sleep. I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'll be helping to put my talents to use should my fugitive cross our path. Heap of withered wheat. It bears an unremarkable resemblance to the plant matter used on tumble claws native to this region. I gather these dry reeds were left behind by monsters that used them to camouflage itself. They certainly bear no connection to Arkfell. In the Forbidden Lands, there are creatures called Puta that also mimic flowers to hide from predators. I remember this one time some hunters disguised themselves as with headwear in the spitting image of me, Ipa. I'm not pulling your tail when I tell you it was impossible to disguise them from the real thing. Distinguish even. In any case, I can't see signs of Arkfell here. Let's keep looking. Oh, Sholone, I'm done. I actually just stopped before I finished Yuck spell. As I understand, the sandstorms sometimes sweep across these plains in the right. Is that right? The Forbidden Lands similarly have a tremendous cold climate. The environment shifts greatly with the change of season. In the furlough period, the land grows barren, so fallow. So monsters fled over to the limited food they can find, and come to intensive weather condition of the inclement period, apex predators began to emerge, making a very precocious time. But after that comes the period of plenty, where flora and fauna flourish in abundance. No matter what season, there's always something new to discover. Bring fresh excitement with each expedition. A pungent stench, sticky substance. Substance adheres to the clump of yellow hair. Judging by the local fauna, these are likely the remains of a sunbred gorged upon the grassland worm. Not sure what left this behind, but Arkfelt are white fur, not yellow. Come to think of it, if the Guardian with all Guardians have white coats. Even the Guardian variant of Athelos, Crimson King of the Sky, is clad in white. At least that's what I've heard. But that is neither here nor there. We should get back to our survey. The marks on the ground suggest something massive was dragging across it, and armored-like scales spewed around the area. These scales, I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkfelt. I think it came so close to the settlement. Thankfully, it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. With everything we found, I believe we have what we need to locate our prey. If we're to give proper chase, we should call on my comrade resting back in town. Could I trouble you to gather a sample before we go? A sacred, there we go. The friend here is called a sacred. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, but it also carries all the essentials for a hunter hunt thanks to its sturdy build. And that's not all. It can even memorize a monster's scent and track it down. Let's try letting it smell what you've gathered. Looks like it's picked up the scent. Now it can guide us to Arkfelt. There's no time to waste. If you could mount the sacred and scout out the location of our mark, I'll see to preparing for the hunt. Here, take this link pearl. Contraption. Managed to barter it for it after exchanging a few things with my traveling merchant. With this, we should be able to stay in contact even when we're apart. Now then, we need only trust the sacred to guide you. I'm sure you'll find Arkfelt in no time. The sacred grunts cheerfully. It seems eager for you to climb on its back. Hello, are you there? Oh, good. I can hear you. This link pearl is a true gem. The Arkvale lay dormant within the cocoon for a long time. Guardians are set to awaken when they are sense a great power. The power presents nearby. It may have turned back for approaching the settlement because something even stronger dwells through its attention. The stormy dome is the distant marks a land dominated by fierce lightning storms, right? I sure hope that's not where Arkvale was headed. If I remember correctly, Arkvale eats lightning, or drains power. What? You found the remains of a monster? Quick! Examine the corpse to see if there's any signs of its prey upon. The beast has breathed its last. You can see bite marks, no bite marks on its body, suggesting the creature may not have been attacked as a reason. That is an act of predation. I expected as much from a guardian. You see, unlike our average monster, they don't need to eat their prey. I think Arkvale may be fixated on an energy in this place and falling any other monster than that gets in its way. Doesn't need sustenance to survive? It's all rather complicated, but in short, guardians do not possess any organs for digestion. And that's why they never attacked outside of the desire to feed. What? That sounds like a turf battle. Clearly, Arkvale has been on edge since it arrived here. I bet it's lashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it, but how? Oh, I've got it. Try taking out a pod from the pouch on the sacred. You'll need, you'll know. We found the right one. It makes your nose wrinkle. It's called a dung pod, and as you've undoubtedly noticed, it possesses a frightening fecal scent. Fretted scent. Whether it's a single monster or even a horde, as well-positioned throw would send even the most rabid beast packing. It has no effect on guardians, but the scent should be unbearable for whatever Arkvale's fighting. Throw it with whatever you've got. Got nothing to throw it with, so I'm gonna use these hands. Hey, boo! Bitch! Where are you going? Arkvale fell as well? Perhaps it perceives you as a threat and returned to its den to recover its strength. While I'm sure you'd love to give a chase, I'd like to regroup first. Stay put for a moment. I'll be there in 2 shakes of a Rathlow's tail. Head to the turf war continues. It may be reaching nearby settlements. Thank goodness the dung pot worked as well as it did. Arkvelt's lair remains to be further ahead. I expect it's recuperating from its battle and won't be emerging anytime soon. While you were searching for the Guardian, I took it upon myself to put together a camping set. Let's set up shop near Arkvelt's lair and prepare for the grueling hunt before us. Come, make yourself at home. No need to worry about any pesky monsters. I've already checked the area and we're perfectly safe. First things first, we feast. One should never hunt on an empty stomach. As we hunters say, I managed to gather everything we need to have ourselves a barbecue, so let's get to grilling. Where's the tasty? Where's my tasty? Boo this game! Boo this game! Delicious, huh? With your appetite sated and spirits soaring, I bet you could take on even the mightiest of monsters. Here, these mega potions as well. Take these mega potions as well. They'll come in handy during the hunt. There's a special blend of potion distributed by the Hunters Guild, mixed with fresh honey harvested by yours truly. Thankfully, we were in the period of plenty just before I was transported here. With that, I think we're all set. Allow me to formally make my request. Please, hunt Guardian Artfelt and protect the lands from these planes. Shalone, 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 da, 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 da. I mean, it'd be cool if we could go inside the tent. Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, drag that on the floor.
He threw it on the floor. I don't know how this goes. And we were here too. Gotta carve it. Did we cut off its tail? Oh, we didn't cut off its tail. You did it! You defeated Arkvelt! How now this plane will be peaceful once more? It's thanks to you that I even knew the threat in the first place. Now we need to find a way for you to get home. What? Hey, I nearly forgot. I'm not entirely sure how I make it back to the Forbidden Lands. I'll admit, and yet I don't feel awfully anxious about it. It's not every day that you get spirited away to a vast continent like this. You know, I'd like to see the sight and speak with the people. I'll find a way back in the course of that, I'm sure of it. I won't mind learning more about the myriad monsters and resources here, either. I'll see where that wind takes me, and fill out my field guide as I go along. You know, by the time I make it home, I may have filled the whole thing. Do you think I'll be a worthy adventurer by then? Of course. Ah, so the hunt was successful. Well done, well done. Indeed, perhaps now life can return to normal for the fauna of Chalone. And by the way, we carved some scales from the Arkvelt hide. Would you be able to craft anything with them? It'd be awfully waste to leave them on only to souvenir. Well, now this is a rare find. If you speak with the smithy here, I'm sure he'll make fashion and armor. He could fashion armor with it, or at least at the very least, exchange it for another wear. I'm sure. I'll be sure to drop by again when you find any more worthy material. That brings you here, my friend. Already finished feeding? My, what would you like at that? It seems you've grown fond of you. If you're not opposed, why not take take them along with you in your adventures. Yippee! We couldn't ask for a better companion. You couldn't. With that settled, I believe it's time I get on my own adventure. Thanks for everything, Drac'to. May we meet again someday. That's a lot of stuff. Quest complete. Only began further reward by facing Arkfeld in the Wind Valley Extreme, which makes unlocked by speaking with the Wandering Minstrel Thuriolo. Right. I accidentally skipped what he said. Oh, here you come. Have you come here to share a heroic yarn? Share a heroic yarn with me, Drac'to. Please do go on. You have my raptured attention. So, what have you brought to me today? Arkfeld, the White Wanderer from a faraway land. I dare say that a word hunt suffices not to capture your struggle with the creature. Intrigued though I am by the device as described in the feline's tale, what strikes me most of all is the nature of this guardian, that its predilection for energy. In the animal kingdom, a predator devours other beasts for its survival, yet Arkfeld appears not to be driven by the fundamental need. Instead of it harboring an extreme obsession for ether or possessing which saw it slaughter the beasts of Australone to assert dominance over its newfound realm. In response, the Serpent Lord rose up to face this interloper as if the land itself wished to repel its common threat. Without such resistance, and you truly your timely intervention, there is no telling how grave a threat Arkfeld might have become. Find itself in an inferior land, the Guardian merely did what it instinctively bid to do. Were I to render such a savage life in verse, it might not go through. Or thus, in silvery coated bodied clown, from distant lands it came, and reddened in earth the Guardian roamed, the lives of foes to claim. In hunger deep was locked this beast, the silvery chain entwined, to conquer all its savage fate, new paradise to find. Alright, that's it for me. I'm gonna do the Beast Tribe thing off stream because I've been doing all Beast Tribe thing off stream anyways. Alrighty. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow with most likely Digimon Time Stranger because I really do want to play that. And then I'll be after Time Strangers on Sunday. We'll most likely be back to Hollow Knight. Alright, thank you for watching. If you can, like to subscribe. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're doing. And goodbye!